Days are long, cruise along in that year. I lost my love by sleeping alone. I got a whiskey on my nightstand. Mask on, I took his tone. Fire in my heart and steel in my hand. The troubles, battles, they're in my way. I just flip my hair without care. Behind the mask, I play my role when I command. The whole world knew, maybe like what they say. I got a demon in my soul, breathing on babe, and I'm sure that how it feels under my heels. Rescue all in the shadow, I rebuild this castle walls. Long shot, must reach my goal. Wooden great tower, angels call. Strive through day and night. I wait with the time, make my kingdom thrive. It feels wrong, but it feels alright. Being vampire tower, winning in the sky. Hey, behind the mask, I play my role when I command. The whole world knew, maybe like what they say. I got a demon in my soul, breathing on babe, and I'm a sword that heart is feel under my head. Under my heels. For every doubt and every sneer, I'm sure they know when I'm here. No rules to bind, no rumors to fear. I'll dance in the storm, laughing and caring. Behind the mask, I play my role when I command. The whole world knew, maybe like what they say. I got a demon in my soul, breathing no baby. I'm a soul, your heart is still under my head. Under my head.
No longer stuck in the days, or feel trapped in a maze. Now it's time for us to turn the new page. Every night before I sleep, I pray to God secretly that one day we'll be committed to a lifelong companionship. Now it's manifested, just like magic. After all the efforts we've invested, and I know it's ever and everlasting. When I saw my color blending yours, my heart arose in glow like the break of dawn. From now on, ever since you embraced me. With that eternal serene, my heart beats differently. And I wear it on my sleeve. When I saw my color blend in yours, my heart rose and glow like the break of dawn. From now on, our fairy tales unfold. With all these swirling petals, we write all this sorrow. I'll hold you close till the end of this world.
Have you seen anything like this before? Folk sings, hear her sweet voice soar. Golden mead flowing in Valhalla's glow, where the northern lights in splendor show. Have you seen anything like this before? Silver swords gleam in the light of dawn. Thunder roars, dance unfolds, where immortal hearts belong. Sing the ode to the battle's fight, to heroes fight alone. Raise your voice from Asgard to the world. Our saga will be told. Our saga will be told. Underneath the moon's enchanting sights, Arden's eye guide us through the night. Never be afraid of fire or thin ice. Warriors fight with great might.
Warriors, let this day be etched in the pedestal of history. Let's forge our fate through courage and determination at the edge of abyss. For faith, for honor, for those who came before us. This is not just a battle. It is our saga.
Sing the ode to the battle's fight, to heroes fight alone. Raise your voice from Asgard to the world. Our saga will be told. Our saga will be told. Toast to stars that bright Blaze a roll, cruise along in that, yeah. I lost my love by you sleeping alone. I got a whiskey on my nightstand. Mask on, I took his tone. Fire in my heart and steel in my hand. The troubles, models, they're in my way. I just flip my hair without care. Behind the mask, I play my role when I come in. The whole world knew, maybe like what they say. I got a demon in my soul, breathing on babe, and I'm sure that how it feels under my skin.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Ragnarok Orange in Valhalla Season 2 Grand Final. I'm your caster, I'm Sagara, and it's a huge pleasure to be with you. Remember, guys, this is the first fair tournament that we ever had in a mobile game, and I'm really excited to watch these two amazing guilds fighting against each other. Between all the regions, the LNA is going to be the first to have the Grand Final. The C server, Taiwan, China, and all the other servers are still fighting each other. So today we're gonna figure it out who is the best in the Americas. And we have two incredible guilds here fighting against each other. The two most dominant guilds in the whole server so far. In one side we have Bobacats, which is the most successful guild in your region, and they are facing Eternity that is going to try to win another title here, which is going to be the second. And well, very soon, guys, we're gonna have some code on your screen. So this is the first code. Don't forget to redeem. This is actually an incredible code, which is the Valhalla coming. So if you don't know how to read this one, just go inside your game, top right of your screen, click and redeem, then scroll down, rewards, and then that's it, guys. You're gonna get diamond, 3k diamonds. Actually, this is a lot, especially because we need diamonds as much as possible. And you're also going to get a stone of bond, which is very important. I think it's still costing 2k neon berries, so that's also a lot. So don't forget to redeem this one, okay? This is very important. It's going to be very useful for everyone, especially for you that still need to upgrade your pet. Guys, if you want to send any message on the stream, I'll be just a few seconds, maybe a few minutes behind you, but don't worry, I'm gonna try to read everything here, okay? So as soon as you send a message, I'm gonna keep an eye on it, and then I'm gonna try to answer as fast as possible, okay? Remember, we have just a few delay here, but not that much, and I'll be ready here to answer any of your questions. So continue, guys. Very soon we're gonna have the rules here on your screen. The rules is quite simple, even though it's a bit different from the previous tournament. This is, by the way, a tournament, a mode called Val of Clash, which is not very new. We are fighting in this mode for a few months already, and I think this map is way bigger than the previous one, and it always brings a lot of opportunity for you to move around, to create opportunity, and when you are playing in a fair environment, you can even choose your class. So this make a lot of difference, especially because there are some classes that are a bit better than the others. And let's see very, very soon as well what kind of roster the guys is going to bring to us. And I think you can even do a role swap during the matches. So if you play the first match as assassin, you can just swap to a gunslinger on the second one if you have enough time, of course, and you are fast enough. And I want to see the change that the guild is going to make during this match. Not only the calls, not only the movement, but also the classes. And now on your screen, guys, we are gonna show you the tournament introduction. So Valhalla World Cup is the highest level tournament in the Royal Orange series. The strongest guilds from across the server face off with the aim of friendly competition and mutual exchange. The tournament is divided into 3 stages: the qualifier, the round robin, and of course the grand final, which is today. The winning guild will be awarded a supreme guild title. So people are not only fighting for the title itself, but they're also going to get a lot of amazing reward. And on top of that, they're gonna get this amazing medal here. And here are the more information about the tournament itself. So we had the qualifier, which had the cross server guild tournament. We also had the advancement announcement, which was the guilds that went to the top 8, and then the top 8 became top 3, and on the top 3, which we had last week, just turned out into 2 guilds here. And now it's time for us to actually know the champion here, to actually know who is going to be the winner here. And we saw last week, we had Eternity against Caps on the first match, and then we had Caps against Bobacats, and then Bobacats against Eternity. And today, this is about the 2 strongest and best team. Not only strongest, but the best team. Because before they were the 3 strongest, but now they are the 2 best because they are the only that left. Caps just got demolished throughout the weekend, and it was really, really sad to watch actually, because I was hoping to see some really good fights, but it was not the case. And you can see now the matchups here, guys, the results by Bobacats, which is the favorite here to win. And they were able to easily pass through Caps, and they were also able to easily pass Eternity on Saturday. They had a very dominant performance. They won in every single aspect in the game. They had more kills, they had more S stronghold, they had more A and more B. And not only that, but they also won on the B map as well. And here we have the Eternity matchup. They were able to dominate Caps, but they got destroyed by Bobacats. But I'm sure that this time is going to be different. They're gonna bring a new strategy, they're gonna bring new classes, and most important, they're gonna bring new players to the map 1, and they're gonna demote players from the map 1 to map 2. And here today's schedule, we have Bobacats against Eternity, guys. The match is about to start very, very soon. And like I said, guys, I'm really, really excited to watch this because I really like both guilds. And I also know all the leaders, and I also know their players, and I really hope they can bring us a good show. I don't want to see a stomp that we just saw on the Saturday. I really hope to see the match that just happened on the C server. All the matches that are very, very similar. All the matches there is like between sometimes one guild won, the other time the other guild won, and the difference is always 200 points, 300 points at most. And this is very, very important. And here we have the guild master from both guilds. First, we have Skia, the guild master, and one of the most lovable player in the whole game. He has a lot of knowledge about the game. He's very smart. He's very, very good. And this time he's going to bring a Doran. I'm not really sure what kind of build he's using, but last time he was able to get a lot of kills. So I presume he's a DPS of some sort of hybrid, but he's very tanky. He does a lot of damage, and I'm looking forward to see how he's going to perform this time. And on the other side, we have Eternity, guys. So Eternity has as his guild master Ice Heart, which is an incredible dancer. She was saying that she was going to bring a different approach this time because they were just trying new things on Saturday, but this time is for real, and this time they're gonna bring their A again, and let's hope they do. Let's hope that we see all the three games. Let's hope that is a very close fight and that everyone who's going to watch is going to love it, and not only two stomps, because that will be very anticlimactic. And let's move on, guys. Very soon we're gonna have the first map here, but before that we can see the class from both guilds, guys. You can see on the side of Bobacat they have a lot of wanderers, only one grand summoner, which is probably skill, so only one donor. They have 18 paladins, only one ranger, 0 shadow chaser, 2 shuras. So this is amazing, basically the difference. 0 mechanic on the side of Eternity. They even have 1 mechanic, 0 shura. So this is very different. The difference here is between, I would say, the paladins, which is one side Eternity has 22 and the other side only has 18, and also the generic. The amount of generic that the guys from Eternity has is a lot. So it's 19 against 12, and also the warlocks from Bobacats. Bobacats has 42 warlocks and Eternity only 32. So it looks like Eternity is going for more generic, and the other side of Bobacats, they are discontinuing with their warlock. So also another thing that I forgot to mention, they had a lot of rune knights for both sides. So we had a lot of rune knights from Eternity, which I think he had 22, something like that. So that's a lot. Rune Knight is coming back to meta, especially because of the ultimate. Now he can stack a lot of damage, and with a lot of damage you can just shred through people very quickly. But a melee is still a melee, so it's very hard for you to pull off and have a great result. So maybe if you put these guys on the map tree, or maybe if you put the guys to fighting for the small points, which I would say would be the best choice here. I would let the mages and the snipers and generic being the trying to fight the middle and trying to fight the big strongholds. In the meantime, you can let the assassins, you can let the knights to just fighting for the small one, because it's going to be a smaller fight and they are very good in the smaller fights. Like always, guys, don't forget to drink water. This is very important, okay? So we're just a few minutes away from the match. The product just said that we're gonna start in 2 minutes here. So like I said, guys, I'm really excited. The first map, the first map is going to be very important, especially for Eternity, because as we all saw on Saturday, they got demolished. If somehow Bobacats is able to replicate that result, which is going to be, well, incredible, that would be really sad to see, because I don't think Eternity will be able to come back. Because when you lose on that way on Saturday, which is like half of the points, and then you come back and also lose again when you are playing with your A game, that's going to crush your morale. But somehow they can come here, they can not, even if they don't win, if they somehow are able to at least get a lot of points, that will be enough already. So we have only 1 minute before the match starts, guys. Not really sure if my camera just got frozen for you, but I'm still here and everything is working, but it's okay. So we have 1 minute before the match starts, and we're gonna have more codes throughout the match, guys. So even if you miss this one, don't worry, you're gonna have more to come. And now we have again the two very cute logos, Eternity against Bobacats. I'm excited. I know that you are also excited, and let's see what this both builds is going to bring to us, guys. Let's see the composition. I already give my feedback, but my opinion about the composition. I would prefer to play more paladins. Last time they only had a few of them, and the match is about to start, guys. And you can see all of them is already moving, and they're moving throughout the middle. I'm not really sure if you can watch the mini-map here, because when you see the mini-map is very important. But we are watching both of them just coming to the middle, let's see who is going to be the winner here, guys. Because if you win the first clash, it's going to give you a huge advantage. And you can see there's a lot of already one mini and one middle side here getting respawn. So if the guys from attack, which is look like they are on the top side, they will be able to get the 2-1. They can even give up the middle as long as they get the medium and the small one. But if somehow Bobacats is able to get both of them, Bobacats can do the same here. So you can see that the guys for attack is able to at least get the last hit in the middle. So good job by them. Let's see if they will be able to capture him. And you can see there is 2 medium already spawning and also 1 small. So let's see what is the next movement by Bobacats. But at least on the first match, on the first flash screen, we can see that the guys from Eternity is able to get the top right, and now they were able to actually get the middle as well. So good job by Eternity. Let's see if they will continue here this trick, and let's see if they will be able to at least get the middle. Because you can see Bobacats is doing an amazing job going for the small again. They were able to capture the small next to Eternity base, which is very, very surprising, because this was how they won against Eternity last time. And now you can see that the guys from Eternity is start to turn around the table here on the mid left on your screen, even though we are watching the middle, and you can see a lot of players are just leaving the middle here, and you can see a very hard fight here on the I would presume that is the top right of your screen, because there's a lot of Bobacats, but they also have a lot of Eternity here. So good job by them. They're at least holding the position. In the meantime, you can see the Bobacats was able to get the mid left here. And also, for the first time, we can see that Eternity was able to get the small one. So now they need to hold the small, and they are even fighting for the bot right here. Let's see if they will collect the bot right. And you can see Bobacats is moving through the middle, and they are starting to turn around the middle. Let's see if they will be able to complete here. It looks like they will, because they have so many players here. And if you are a tent, you don't need to go for the middle. Just go for the top left, because the middle is not worth anymore. Just go to the top left and capture the top left. And in the meantime, if you are a Bobacat, just go for the small one, because like last time, the Eternity guys not focused on the small. So you can close the gap really, really quickly if you keep going for the small one. And you can see the Eternity just left everything on the bot right just to go to the top left, and you can see the map is all orange here, because Bobacat is doing again another good job just holding and getting the small one. And you can see that the guys on the secondary field is the Bobacats is waiting here, so they already got 1k points. So this is a huge boost on their defense. They now have a little bit more damage reduction, which makes a lot of difference here. So now the guys from Eternity, they need to understand that they need to go for small. They're just giving up the small again, and now we have the buff reduction for Eternity as well. So they need to go for the middle, or they need to go for the small, guys. They can you can see the minimap, a lot of blue dots just going into the bot left, and they don't need to fight there, guys. They're too far away from their base. They don't need to go there. Just go for the small that is next to their base and get the small points. You can see there are 2 small points next to them, and also the other mid left stronghold here, which they can get. But you can see they already sent a lot of players in. They got the position first. Let's see if this strategy is going to pay off, because if they somehow are able to hold this and they move to the mid left, that will be worth. But if they get wiped here and then lose the mid left, it's going to be a completely disaster. So let's see what is the next movement by the guys for Eternity. You can see the Bobacats is already giving up the bot left and just try to move to mid left here, and they are starting to collapse here. Let's see who is going to be the winner here on the mid left. And on the other side, you can see the small one is getting captured by Eternity, which is a good movement. Finally, they are getting the small one. This is very, very important. And now after they get the small one, they can even move for the middle, and then I don't think they even need to go for the middle, guys. Just get the medium, get the 2 small, and then that's it. Just try to get position for the next one, and that's okay. You don't need to keep sending people and losing fights. But if you are confident enough, you can go for middle, you can win the fight in the middle, but don't forget about the small. Don't forget about the small. And you can see the fight start to splash here in the middle. You can see a lot of tanks just coming up, and you can see a lot of Bobacats also coming here in the middle. So it's going to be a very, very fierce fight here. Let's see who is going to be the winner here, because they need to do not only the last hit, but also collect the point. In the meantime, you can see the amount of orange and green points here, and you can see that finally the guys from Eternity was able to do the last hit on the top left. They start to collect the point here on top left, and the fight into the middle is still continuing, and they are fighting really, really heavily here. And now after they got the point on the top left, they are just leaving the top left to try to fight for middle. They need to win the middle. If they come here to the middle, they need to win the middle because they're just giving up the top left. And now they are able to actually get the last hit on the middle. And let's see if they will be able. Yes, they were able to close in the middle. In the meantime, you saw just Bobacats just got 2k points on the secondary field, which is a move speed buff. This is really, really good for to move around. And now the guys for attendant has a very, very important decision to make. Are they going to fight for the two middles on the left side, or they are going to try to continue to hold the position, which I would say that would be their best choice. Just hold the position in the middle, top left, and go for the small one. That would be the best one. And they got on the side of Bobacats, they can go for the mini and the middle that are on their side. But you can see everyone just left the middle and try to fight to the mid left here. The fight still continue and the point still growing up, but you can see the Bobacats was able to win here on the fight on the mid left, and they are getting the point here. And you can see another crystal just got spawned here on the bot right of your screen. So good advantage for the bottom team, which again guys, if you are playing on the bottom, you have an advantage because there is always one more crystal coming up for you. And you can see that the guys from Attend was able to win the fight in the mid left. Let's see what is the next movement. They can hold this point, they can go for mid and just hold the small one, guys. You can hold the small one, you don't need to fight for the bot right if you are not confident enough to get it. But you can see there's only 30 points into the middle, so they can actually leave the middle to go for the bot right, but they can also leave the bot right and just go for the small one, because there are 3 small ones for the party and only 1 medium for you to play. So 3 small is better than 1 medium. But let's see what they're going to decide here. They're moving really fast, and they were actually able to do the last hit, and they're trying to collect the points. So good job, good movement by them so far. Let's see if they will be able to collect the point here, and let's see if they will be able to hold. But in the meantime, they cannot forget about the small. There are 2 small into the play, and you can see that Alios from Bobacats was able to do the last hit here on the S-tier pillar a long time ago, because now we are fighting for the A pillar here. Let's see who is going to be the winner here. You can see Attent is still holding really close. The Bobacats fighting outside the point, which is a bit of a mistake. There are too many small for you to play, so just forget about this one. Go for mid, Bobacats. Go for mid. Now they have a lot of another damage reduction and move speed buff. So just forget about the bot right. Go for mid. You get position. Wait for Attent to come for you, and you need to win this fight now, because you need to hold the middle and you need to continue to get the small one. You can see the minimap, all the 2 small are from Bobacats, so good job by them so far. But they need to connect to collect the point and let at least 1 player there. And you can see the fight is still happening to the middle. We cannot see very clearly who is the winner, but a lot of sigils are getting dropped into the middle. And the guys from Bobacats still try to enter the point. In the meantime, you can see Ten is already hold the position into the middle. So they have the priority here, so the party need to move in. They need to lock down people. Let's see if they will be able. It looks like the guys from Attent was able to at least break the last hit on the top right. So they are trying to get the point on the top right. In the meantime, the fight still continuing to the middle, guys. They're still trying to get the last hit on the middle. Let's see who is going to be the winner here. And it looks like the guys from Attent was able to actually collect the middle. And finally, they have the 3k buff. So now they also have the move speed, but you can see the mini map. The guys from Bobacats still going for the small one. So the small party from Bobacats is playing incredible. They are getting every single small. In the meantime, the guys from Attent is basically giving up the small just to go for the medium and the big one. In the meantime, you can see on the top of the screen, guys, Bobacats is winning the secondary and the third field because they have 3 powers already. They have 2, which is basically Oblivion, and 1 poison. These are 2 very strong very strong skills that you can use it throughout the fight that is going to turn the table around, because we don't have Oblivion anymore. And if you use this correctly, you will be able to actually wipe the enemy here. And now you can see the Bobacats was able to get the middle. They are able to get the bottom left. So they are starting to closing up the gap now, guys. So they are able to get 300 points, while the guys from Attent was only able to get 150. So half of the points. So the guys from Attent, they need to have group again. They need to keep doing their good job, but they need to get the small one if they want to keep continue the good job. In the meantime, Bobacats need to hold the middle now, guys, because if they hold the middle, all the middle points that is spawning next to the base, they need to just move a little bit and collect the point there. And you can see there's only 1 big now, 2 small, and only 1 medium on the play. So they need to get position as soon as the countdown starts, and you can see the countdown in the game, guys. If you are playing and if you are a guild leader, you need to pay attention to the countdown, and now you can see. So there is one small and two mids in the play. So now is the time for Bobacats to try to get at least one middle, and they need to get the small one. They cannot try to fight for the middle and lose, and also lose the small one. And you can see, look like the guys from Bobacats and the Tents is going to play for the top right of your screen, guys. So they're gonna try to contest the point that is next to Eternity base. Let's see if they will be able to hold the point here. Let's see who is going to be the winner here and do the last hit. And you can see a lot of red sigil getting dropped here. So the shield is getting dropped all the time. This is very, very good. Also a lot of Zephyr here, so you can keep up with the healing. And the fight is still continue here. And you can see a lot of blue dots coming up for the bot right. And in the meantime, you can see the guys from Bobacats still getting the small one. This is very important. They cannot let the small one for the Eternity if they want to have a chance here to come back, because they can still come back here, but they need to win this fight here on the top right. They need to wipe the guys from Eternity here and then come back to the middle and try to hold the middle, because you can see the points on the minimap. And now finally Bobacats was able to get the top right, and now but on the other side you can see Eternity was able to get the bottom right. So it was not a very good trade, but now that's from Bobacats. They need to come back here into the middle. They need to get position first, and they need to set up the defense here. So they need to do a precast with Dancer, they need to do a precast with Generic, and they need to hold the position. Where is the Paladins? Where is the DPS from Bobacats? Look at they're coming here, and they are here first against Eternity. And you can see the points still a lot of them. The gap is still high, but they can close the gap here. If they get the middle, they can close the gap because they were able to get the top right in the bot right. So all they need to do now is get in the middle, and then they're gonna close the gap even further. In the meantime, if you are Eternity, you need to get at least the middle. So good job. I think they were able to get the mid left here, but they need to fight for the middle. They cannot let the guys from Bobacats get in, and you can see the guys from Eternity was actually able to get the middle. So good job by them. So they need to hold the middle. They don't need to be they don't need to go for all the other points, guys. So hold the middle, hold the left, and just go for the small one, and that's it. Okay, so you don't need to go for everything, because if you go for everything, you can lose everything. And if you are on the side of Bobacats, you don't have the luxury to actually choose. You need to go for everything. You need to deny the points from Eternity, and you need to get the mid left, and especially the mid now. You need to go for the mid left and the mid. So you need to have the position, you need to have the priority, and you need to move first. For some reason, you just keep fighting outside the points, and this is a huge mistake. You need to enter, you need to get the point. And you can see the guys from Eternity, the Bobacats, too many players from Eternity, is just capturing a point by themselves. You don't need to have that many players here. Only one party is enough. Just let one party there, just do the last hit and just move away. Because if you keep trying to get the point with too many players, the other side is going to suffer. This is actually what is happening. And you can see the guys from Bobacats still finishing the bot left, so they were able to actually get a bit closer. But GG, guys, congratulations to Eternity. They were the winner for the first match. It was actually a very, very dominant performance by Eternity. They were able to win the first clash, and then they were they were able to cap the momentum. And I gotta say, I was surprised. I was expecting that to be that much of difference between the points between Eternity and Bobacats, because based on the match that we had on Saturday, this is actually a surprise. So let's see how Bobacats is going to come up now. They need to talk to each other. They need to see where they made a mistake. You can see the score. You can see how many points did you get, how many kills did you get. If you are a error based on, I don't know, on class distribution or maybe on movement, because based on what I saw, the guys from Bobacats did an incredible job in capturing the small one. But before we continue, guys, this is the second code for tonight. Don't forget to collect it in game, okay, guys? Don't forget to read in game. In the meantime, don't forget to drink water as well, okay? This is very, very important. So, amazing performance by Eternity, guys. They got everyone by surprise, and it looks like they did focus on small one, which is a surprise, and my voice is already cracking. But good job by them. And for those that are asking in game, guys, on the chat, I'm sorry, I was able to read because I was just rapping here. Yes, this is the best of two, guys. So the team need to win 2 games here so they can actually win the tournament. So even though Bobacats lost here, they still have another chance, and I'm sure that they can come up on top, guys, because they are very, very good. We all saw them playing. We know how organized they are. So, and they already have been in this position before. When they won I think it was Odin season 2. I don't really remember, but they were also in this situation. They lost the first map, but they were able to come back and win the next two. So I'm sure that they were just going to talk to each other, fix their mistake, and let's hope that they bring us to the map 3. But most important, they need to understand what they did wrong, because they need to fix their mistake here. Based on what I saw, at least on the end of the match, they are sending too many players to capture one single point that is completely alone. We saw that by the end, they had like 3 parties, which is 15 players. Almost, I don't know, I'm not very good in math, but I think it was like 30% of their attendance to capture an empty point. That's not very good. You could just let not only one, but one party there, and then move the other parties to help the middle, to help getting another point, because you cannot keep losing. It looked like the Bobacats was losing every single fight against Eternity. We need to check the kills, but I think that Eternity got a lot of kills, because every time they were clashing, it looked like Eternity was getting on top of them. So I'm not really sure if it's because Eternity was just moving as a unity, which is good in some situation, but not very good if you have too many players across the map, which was not the case of Bobacats, because as we saw, they were still moving as a unity, but too many players was moving to one point. So if Bobacats somehow was just sending one party here, and then one party to the small one party to the other mid, they could even give up the middle, the big one, and that would be okay. But they cannot let the difference, the gap between them, to grow that much, because otherwise it is going to get desperate, and it's going to be really, really hard for you to come back inside the game. Because the hardest thing as a shot caller is for you to understand what is going wrong on your strategy, because at first everything is beautiful, everything is amazing, everyone knows their place, but as soon as you start to lose, everything starts to go south, and then you need to move around, and you need to think out of the box, and you need help for the commanders to help give you the call, because it doesn't matter how good you are, guys, you need to have some good commanders that is going to give you a lot of information so you can move the map around better. So like I said, if you know that some point is completely empty, there is no point for you to let too many players there. Just let one party and then move around. And on the side of Eternity, besides the small point that was just freaking me out, Eternity play incredible. You can focus, guys, on getting the big one and getting the mid one. It's okay. You can give up on the small, as long as you do as Eternity did here. They need to win every single fight. They need to win literally everything. And this is what they did, guys. They were able to win on medium. They were able to win on big one. So it was perfect for them. But if somehow they lost one single battle, it would be really, really bad, because they were losing every single small, and that's very, very important, because it's going to give you a lot of points. So it's very important that you actually get the small one. So again, guys, if you did redeem the code, please go inside the game, click in rewards, scroll down your screen, click in redeem, and then type up the code Valhalla FF Dream and collect 3k diamonds and also 1 badge of stars. So very soon we're gonna have the second map, guys. I'm sure that both builds are to each other. It's going to be really, really hard for the guys from Eternity to keep the momentum, because they're already showing how they're playing, how strong they are, especially. And the guys from Bobacats, they need to answer play. They will have to do everything in their power to change this, to move around, to do something better, to do something different, of course, because they need to win this. It's now or never for them, because if they cannot make any mistake anymore, they need to win this, and they need to win this clean, so they can actually bring us to the third map And let's see if we're gonna see the, yes, we're gonna see the stats now. Let's check the morale. Even though the morale, Boba lost the morale here, which was a surprise because they were winning quite hard here. And check the difference in kills. Eternity got a lot of more kills here, 100 more kills, so that's a lot. Let's check the difference in pillars as well, and also the last hit. So this is a very good measure for you that you are getting there first. So even though Bobacats was getting a lot of small one, was basically it. Because they only had 13 pillar destroy, so they only got 13 last hit. That's not enough, guys. That's not enough. So you need to get more points. You need to be there first, and you need to move as a unity. If you are not winning by spreading too much, just try to play as a unity, try to play collective, and let's see if this is going to turn around. Because you cannot lose on the last hit, and you cannot lose on the capture. And now we're gonna see the kills here. Impurity as a Doran was the top killer here, 49 kills, good job by him. And we have the healing MVP, which is of course the priest, an amazing class, and also the assist MVP, the second best class in the game, the paladin, 190. So good job by these guys. They were playing incredible. They play incredible. And now we have the MVP itself, which was Bagual Potter with 13, 16k points. So good job by him. And if you want to be the MVP, guys, you need to get a lot of kills, you need to get a lot of assists, you need to be part of the fight, and most important, you need to get the points, okay? So good job by Bagual. He was able to actually be the winner, even though he was not the MVP for the most kill, he was not the MVP for the most assistance or anything, but he was the most completely player for the first match. So good job by Bagual. You play incredible, and Warlock is such an incredible class here, guys, so versatile, and I really hope that we see more of this class in the future. I also want to see more of sorcerers as well. So maybe in the future we're gonna have a different push for the sorcerer, because basically, not basically, personally, I'm a big fan of a support sorcerer. This is something that I have been missing here for a while. The class that can disrupt things, put the land protector, and also do some dispels, some spell break, some wall of fog, and all that support that he was able to do on the original. And now, guys, we're gonna have the highlights here ready for you. So very soon we'll be able to watch it. And we are back after these incredible highlights. As we saw, guys, the early match, the early scrimmage was actually close. At some point, it was 500 for Eternity only against 400 for Bobacats. But in the middle of the match, something go wrong for Bobacats, and Eternity was able to capitalize and was able to actually get the lead, which was incredible by them, because they were able to understand the movement, they were able to actually anticipate what the Bobacats was doing, and they were fighting better. This is one thing that is very important. You need to fight better against your opponent, especially in a fair environment like this. So, well, congratulations to Eternity for the first map. Let's see if Bobacats will be able to turn the tables around. So, guys, I was reading the chat here, guys. As I said, this is a best of 3. I'm seeing a lot of players sending some messages already for the ID. Keep cheering up for your best team, your favorite team here. This is very, very good, guys. Not only for the stream itself, but also for the teams that are playing. So don't forget to send your good energy. Okay, so Draco Gaming is just saying that he's going to log in now for Bobacats and it's going to make a difference. Well, definitely Bagwell is our lucky, Andrea. I want to say a shout out to everyone, guys, that is on the chat. I want to say a shout out to Mitch, to Polito, to Appreciate, to Korea, Edward, Marcelo, Draco, Andrew, Yuri, Rodolfo, Flavinia. Also, Joaquin sent a case to her daughter, Leka. So let's see how they're gonna play out. She's cheering for you, Leka. So put your A game here. Also, Kifi, welcome to the stream. I hope that you all like. Don't forget to share the stream, guys. This is also very, very important. Who else is sending message? Also, welcome to the stream. Lucas, Zensky. I hope that you all enjoying it. And if you have any feedback, guys, don't forget to send the feedback. You can send feedback on the chat. You can send in Discord and all sort of channel for the game. Okay, guys. And I'm not really sure if you can still bet in game, but this is very, very important that if you can, just go inside the game and bet now, because if you can, it's okay. You can bet on the next time and it's all good. The code, we're gonna have people sharing the code very soon. Who was asking? Gary, you can check the codes on Discord, okay? If you don't have the Discord, you can go on Discord in game. It's going to link you and going to directly send you to the official Discord, and there you can get all the codes that we already have. Also, you can just move a little back the stream, and then you'll be able to check the codes as well. We already have 2 codes here. Both of them are incredible, so don't miss out, okay? Each one of them is going to give you 3k diamonds, which is very, very important, and also is going to give you an amazing item, okay? So don't forget to do that. So just a few more minutes before the second map starts, guys. So welcome Anna, welcome Leonardo Valverde, welcome to the stream, guys. It's a pleasure to have everyone here with us tonight. I hope that you're enjoying this fight. I'm sure that Bobacats is going to come up on top now, and is going to bring us for the third game, because everyone is looking for this third game here. So if I was Bobacats now, I'm gonna say what I said on the first week, of course. I'm a big fan of Paladin for this mode, guys. Paladin is incredible. Paladin is super tanky. If you are playing the official one, you already know that, especially because as a tank, you can survive against players who has 100, 200k more power than you. And in a fair environment, this is going to increase your survivability. And if you have a lot of Paladins, it's going to be really, really hard for the enemy to kill you, unless they have the soul force up, which is a very, very powerful tool for you to kill the tanks. But if you don't, you're just going to heal the tanks there, and if the tanks does not die, well, you're probably going to lose, because the tank is going to shut you down, he's going to lock you down, and then it's going to be GG for the enemy team. So that's why I'm super, super fan of Paladin for this mode. If I was one of the guilds that were playing here, I would have at least 10 Paladins for each map. I would have 10 on map 1, 10 on map 2, and everyone else on map 3, and that's it. Because Paladin is super incredible, guys. Paladin is really, really good. So good job. But I'm not really sure what is the composition of the maps, because we only saw the big picture here. I want to say a shout out to Polito from Chile actually. I can send you a shirt. I'm sorry, Polito. We don't have this shirt anymore, but maybe in the future we can send you one. Don't worry. Anyway, guys, we're very, very soon back to the game. So we have 1-0 for Eternity. An incredible job by him. Lucas Leocadio, we already had 2 codes here, but we're gonna have a third one. So don't worry, if you miss any code here, you can go to Discord and you can get the code there, okay? And now we are back to the game, guys. So the second game finally starts. Let's see who is going to be the top here. Remember, if you are playing for the bottom one, you have that advantage. Even with that advantage, Bobacats lost this. So let's see what's going to be here on the second map. It looks like Bobacats still on the bottom, so they have the advantage here again. Because there is one medium stronghold spawning on the side that is not spawning on the top side. And the fight still happening to the middle. No one got the first blood yet. Let's see how this is going to play out. So no one died yet, guys. Still fighting to the middle. So this is how tanky the guys are. So first, finally, the tank was able to get one kill, but the Boba just answered back. So it's 1-1. You can see it's very, very close. And now, finally, Bobacats was actually able to get the last hit on the medium pillar, which was close to the base. So let's see if they will also bring the fight into the middle, because this is very, very important. And they were able to do the last hit in the middle, but they are losing the points here. But at least they were able to do the last hit, so this is very, very important. Let's see if they will be able to win the fight here. And it's very, very close. You can see a lot of Bobacats still fighting here, and also they need to send more plays because Boba is winning the fight here. And you can see the amount of points is already growing up very, very big for Bobacats. They're increasing the lead here because they were able to get the mid on the top right and the bot right, and now they're also getting the mid here. In the meantime, you can see a lot of Eternities moving to the left side because they need to at least get the medium side here to try to stabilize, and they were able to do the last hit. Let's see what is the next movement here. It looks like they will just close down this mid side, and then we need to check the mini-map again so we can actually follow what is happening throughout the map. But the guys from Eternity still moving. They just got the point, and they are all moving to... I'm not really sure if it is from the to the bottom or from to the top side, but it looks like they are going for the bot side here. Yes, they're going for the bot left because there is a medium spawning there, and the tank, they need to get the medium here because otherwise it's going to be really hard. In the meantime, they just let completely alone the mid left here. So they guys for that, they need to send at least 2 players here to at least get and contest and hold the point, because if they just leave here, it's going to be really bad for them. In the meantime, you can see them. The tank was able to do the last hit here on the bot left, and they need to actually finish this. So they were able to get the point. So they have 2 mediums now. But we need to see the big picture here, guys. It looks like the tank is still collecting the points here. There is 4 points for Bobacats there, but I'm not really sure what is happening. Bobacats was also able to get at least 1k here. 1k point on the secondary field, which is very, very good. And they are losing the fight on the medium. But you can see the guys from Bobacats trying to contest here, the guys from Eternity, but only 48 points here left for this point. So it's not really worth it to try to fight here. You need to go for the other points, and congratulations Bobacats to get the 1k morale here. So all they need to do is continue to go for the small one. They need to go for the mid side, and they need to hold the position there. Ivital was able to do the last hit on the S tier pillar. So congratulations to Ivital here. Good job by him. And now you can see the pillar is still fighting. The guys are still fighting for the pillar, and the pillar is completely empty. And now is over the point. So the next pillar is going to spawn in 20 seconds. Every single player here is playing. I'm not really sure which part of the map they are here, but the tank was able to do the last hit here. So they need to hold this point, and they need to go for the small one, guys. They need to go for the small one. When you are losing, you need to go for the small one. Or you just need to get to win the fights into the middle. And you can see the guys for Eternity is just doing a very basic strategy. They get the point, they leave the point. They get the point, they leave the point. And they need to fight to the middle now. Let's see if they will be able to actually contest the mid, because if they win the fight in the middle here, maybe the thing is going to turn the table around. Because so far, Bobacats has the upper hand. They are playing really, really well. A bit different from the last time. Finally, they are winning the fights here. You can see a lot of Zephyrins getting dropped, which is very, very powerful in this mode. And the fight still continues, but it looks like Eternity still is getting the upper hand here. Let's see. Yes, they were able to the last on the mid. Let's see if they will be able to close it out here. It looks like they are, because the guys from Bobacats is just moving around the map now. We are not seeing here, but Bobacats need to have go, and they need to go for the medium and for the small one. So if they want to have the chance here. And you can see the guys from Eternity just got the point and left the point again. I mean, they can let one party here, which is definitely what I was going to do if I was them. you get the point, and if you see that no one is contested, you can just leave, let everyone to move around, and you can see the guys from Bobacats is fighting for the middle side that is next to the mid. You are seeing the green point there, but that mid point is not the point that we are watching. This green point is the middle. Now you can see on the screen, the guys from Bobacats still have 3 points, so this is very, very good. And they're going for the middle now. They are winning their fight into the middle. So the guys from Eternity, they need to fight back into the middle. They cannot lose the middle because they didn't have any points here, but they are just sending everyone to the top left. Now they're a bit far away and a bit late to come to contest the mid. Let's see what they're going to do. They need at least to get the top left. They need to do the last hit on top left and finish the collect to the top left and maybe try to fight for bot right. In the meantime, you saw the Bobacats already reached 3k morale. In the meantime, Eternity is just getting demolished on the secondary field. It's only they didn't get 2k yet. But they need to get the top left, guys. Let's see if the guys from Eternity is going to get the top left. They don't need to fight for middle. Just go top left and go for bot right. If they do that, they will be able to actually close the gap here. But you can see the guys from Bobacats not going to let that happen. They're moving from people from mid to bot right, it looks like. They're still holding 80 points for absolutely no reason. Bobacats need to move now. Yeah, they need to try to fight and contest the bot right here. But the guys from Eternity already got the position. You can see they're still clashing here. Maybe Bobacats try to wipe them on the bot right and then move it to the bot left because they have 2 empty there. They have 2 caught down there, and you can see the guys from Bobacats is coming really, really hard for them. For Eternity here, and the Eternity is just getting sandwiched. Eternity need to at least do the last hit here and hold the position just a little bit. That will be okay for them as long as they hold the top left and they hold the small one. Because even if they get wiped here, it's okay for them. Because like I said, guys, they already get what they came for. They got the last hit and they hold the position. And now they're coming for the small one. They're probably going to go for the middle now. But Bobacats need to answer fast. The Bobacats need to get the 2 small on the right side. And they need to get, okay, they were able to get the bot right. They need to go for the middle now to fight for the middle. And they need to win the middle now, so they can get more confident about fighting here. In the meantime, you are seeing on your minimap, there is only 1 paladin here is staying on the point. Now only 1 guy from the Bobacats, 2 guys from Bobacats going for the small one. In the meantime, the fight is still continuing to the middle. Let's see who is going to be the winner here. And people need to get the bot right, small point there, which is very, very important. You can see the guys from Eternity is just losing the points here just because Bobacats was able to get all the small ones. Like I said, guys, small ones is very, very important if you are not winning the fights here. And you can see the fights into the middle still continue, and Eternity was able to do another last hit here to the middle. So good job by them. All they need to do now is keep forcing the middle. They need to wipe them and then go back to top right and get the point top right. Let's see if they're going to do that. Bobacats is losing the fight into the middle, but if they keep continuing to the middle, they will be able to get the point here. So let's see what is the next movement by Eternity here. Because the Eternity cannot leave the middle. They can send 1 party to top right, but that's it. You can see they're sending too many players to top right. So good job by Bobacats to understand this, that they cannot move. They don't even need to move to top right. All they have to do is stay into the middle. And now the guys from Eternity just figure out their mistake and come back to the middle. But again, guys, if you lose the position, it's really, really hard for you to come back here and contest again. But it looks like they're still fighting here, and they're coming really, really hard, and they are actually winning the fight into the middle. So they were able to get the top right, and they're coming back to the middle and still winning the middle. So good job by Eternity here, guys. But now Bobacats reinforcements coming, and they are turning the tables around. But if the guys from Eternity is just going for the bot right, I think this is going to be a very, very fair trade. But they need, again, guys, they need to go for the small one. They need to get the small one. Let's see if they're gonna do that. A lot of points to get here into the middle yet, and people are still fighting on the bot right. Let's see who's going to be the winner. It looks like Bobacats was able to get the left, and Eternity was able to get the right one. And now everything is getting decided here by the small one, guys, which Bobacats is able to get most of the small one. That's why they're winning, because the fight is super close, but whoever is getting the small is winning. You can see Bobacats already got another small here on the right side. And let's see what is the next movement by Eternity. Eternity is trying to contest here into the middle. Let's see if they will be able to turn the table around. But again, they don't actually need it. Just go for a small one, guys. Just go for the small one. That will be better. Or even for the medium that just spawn on bot left. You don't need to fight for the medium in the mid anymore. Because if you keep fighting for 48 points, you're going to lose 108 on the medium. So just go for the medium. And most important, please, please, Get the small one, guys. Small one is very important. Why you are leaving the small one? Just go for the medium, go for the small. This is very important. You can see the finally the guys from Bobacats is lead is increasing because of the small one. They were able to get all one, and you can see the fight is happening here on the bottom left of the screen. If somehow the guys from Ten is able to get the 2 small ones and 1 medium is already good enough for them here. And they were able to get the mid left. Let's see who is going to get the bot left here. It looks like Tent was able to get another small here, and they're just closing up. And this is very, very good because the gap is getting close again. And the fight is going to happen mid very, very soon. Bobacats start to move already for the middle. Let's see if the guys from Tent is also going to move there, or we're just going to try to hold the position here and wait for the next medium, which is not a bad idea, guys. Which is not a bad idea. It's okay for you to give up the middle if you're just going to hold the position. But if you go for the mid, you need to win the fight here. And you can see, just because the tank was able to get the 2 small, check the difference in point, guys. Just because of the small. Again, 2 small is getting respawn. Just go for small, please. Go for small. Whoever gets the small is going to win the game, guys. Just go for the small. And the fight in mid is still happening here. It looks like the Bobacats still have the upper hand, but the guys for Tent is just coming here. You can see a lot of paladins using the ultimate. It looks like Tent was able to actually get the last hit here. So a good job by them, but they need to win this fight here. They need to push the Bobacats around if they want to continue here. In the meantime, if you're Bobacats, if you see that you cannot fight into the middle, just give up and go for small. Go for small Bobacats. You can get the small. Just send 2 parties on the small, and then you can force in the middle, and that's it. You don't need to go for the big one. And now you can see 2 medium get spawn besides the one that is next to the middle. So it's going to be a very, very hard for you position for you to be, because you need to divide your guild a lot for you to get all the points. In the meantime, 2 main small getting spawn. Let's see if the guys from Bobacats will be able to get. I'm seeing a lot of red dots there, so I presume that Bobacats is getting the small one. In the meantime, let's see who is going to be the winner here on the middle side, because if somehow Etent is able to get the medium, it's okay, because they're giving up the small. But if Bobacats gets this medium, it's going to be really, really hard for Etent to actually win here. And you can see that the fight still continue here. The points still growing up on the side of Etent. They are able to get a lot of points here, but the guys from Bobacats finally got the small one, I presume, because the points start to shrink. Yes, it looks like the guys from Eternity is finally getting the points in. The guys from Bobacats finally getting the small one. In the meantime, you can see everyone start to move to the middle. Everyone start to collapse to the middle, and you can see Bobacats still here first in getting to position. Let's see if the guys from Eternity is able to turn the tables around. And you can see the points that they are getting here. The green one that is just turning off is not the S tier. Okay, it's not the S tier, it's the A tier. You can see Bobacats was able to get the middle. So if you are a tank, you don't need to go for the middle, guys. You don't need to go to fight for the mid. You can just keep fighting for the small one, you keep fighting for the mid one, and it's okay. Just leave the big one for Bobacats. And if you are Bobacats, only let one party on the mid, guys. Only let one party defend the S tier and go for the sides. Go for the sides, contest the medium side, contest the small one, and you can still win this match. You can still win this match. Just go for small one, guys. Just separate your guild. Go for small one, go for medium. Don't let too many players have group in only one side. And you can see the different points still growing up, and we cannot see the minimap, but I presume that the guys from Nintendo is still getting the middle. Just focus on the middle, which is medium side, which is the A stronghold, which is an incredible good decision. Good job by them. On the side of Bobacats, they need to contest here. You can see another A pillar just got spawned. So the Bobacats need to get this pillar. They need to go for the pillar. They need to also wipe the enemy so they can actually get more points. And you can see the Attent was able to get another small here, and they are getting the points. So if they just stay on the small one, they will be the winner. So all they need to do is hold the points. In the meantime, you can see that the Bobacats, they're all around the map. They need to go back to the middle, and also the tanks just got too small. So good job by them. Like I said, they don't need to go for the middle on the big one actually. All they need to do now is hold the small one, and they will be the winner. But they still trying to contest. It looks like they're trying to go for the mid left in the mid side. In the mid side, you can see a lot of Bobacats just playing against no one into the middle. Why you have so many players playing against no one in the middle, guys? You need to go for the middle side. You need to go for the A. Doesn't matter if you have too many players in the middle. You're just going to lose. And it looks like Eternity will finally be the winner here. And congratulations to Eternity, guys. 2-0. What amazing performance by them in a very, very close match. Just the way that we were actually expecting to be. This is the fight that we are hoping since the first day, guys. just a big nail fighting, everyone getting the lead and then getting the lead back, and then everything getting decided on the just small details. So good job by them. Good job by Eternity. Congratulations to them for being the champion, to be the winner here. Wow, what amazing performance, guys. What incredible journey for the Eternity. They got beat down very hard last week, and now they just found their way to the win. So good job by them. I'm not really sure what they changed. It looked like it was their class. They had some different class here, and also the mentality as well was different. They were able to adapt throughout the middle of the game as well, because last time they did go for the small one, but this time they were able to go for the small one, and this made a lot of difference, because at first it was very toe to toe throughout the beginning of the match, but Bobacats was winning just because they had people getting the small one. But before I continue, guys, this is another code for you. Don't forget to redeem one. Valhalla, Ultima, you're gonna get 3k diamonds and also 3 energy, which is incredible, by the way. Guys, don't forget to drink water. Wow, whoa, congratulations, guys. I'm really happy for both teams to play in this good game, and this just showed that I'm a bit disappointed with Caps again, because I was hoping that Caps would perform like this, bring us 3 guilds that would just play toe to toe against each other in a fair environment, but they were able to actually perform at all, which is sad, because they're good boys, good girls, but it was not enough. Either way, guys, again, congratulations to Eternity. I'm really looking forward to see the highlights. I'm really looking forward to see the scores and the amount of kills that each guild was able to get. But in the end, I think the guys from Bobacats did the same mistake that they did on the first map. And they were moving. They are not moving too many players. The problem was recognizing the amount of players that you need to stay there. For example, every time that you get into a specific point and you get the point and you see that there are no enemies, you could just leave. That's it. But for some reason, the guys from Bobacats were just getting the point by themselves, and they had like 3, maybe 4 parties there, and it was easy, guys. Anyway, let's just wait a little bit more. I'm still checking the chat, guys. And remember, we have a 3 minutes delay, so time is not it's not easy for us to answer right away. But again, congratulations to the guys from Bobacats. Congratulations from Eternity. They play really well, guys. I'm seeing a lot. I've seen a lot of gifts here and a lot of messages. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of Bobacats fans here, also a lot of Eternity fans. That's what we want to see. Good job by them, guys. So I think very soon we're gonna have the scores here, so we're gonna see who was the MVP. Okay, so guys, I'm seeing that a lot of players are sending a message here. I'm not really sure who was the winner on the bets. I think it was both the way the performance back last time. And does anyone has the information about the percentage of the bets? Because last time that I checked, Bobacats was winning. I mean, they had way more players betting on them, which, well, was, of course, they had the reason, because they smashed every single one on the competition. But it was different this time. So I'm really curious to see if someone actually was betting on Eternity this time, even though they lost really hard at the last time. So anyway, guys, another thing that I was checking during the match here, the Eternity did really well, was the fighting itself. and they were moving. They are doing a very different strategy compared to Bobacats. Bobacats was sending a lot of players to get the point. As soon as they get the point, they were still there to just finish the point. In the meantime, Eternity was just doing the one guild movement. They were getting the point, and basically everyone was just moving. You saw on the screen. Sometimes they were getting a medium point, even the big point. Sometimes they got the S point, and then everyone left to get the mid one. And then Bobacats, for some reason, they were just trying to follow. If the Bobacats was getting there in advantage, if they were getting there first, Bobacats would definitely have that advantage. But Bobacats was also need to understand how the Eternity was playing, because if they knew that the guys from Eternity was just leaving the point by completely alone, they could just send a few players there, and that's it. That would be easier for them. Now we have the point, the kills here, and you can see, whoa, it looked like actually Eternity got even more kills this time, but Bobacats play really, really well the maps because they were getting the points for on the point first, but was not enough. You can see, wow, almost 200 points difference here. The morale on the map 2 and map 3 from Bobacats was incredible. The guys destroy Eternity, but on the map 1, which was the most important one, Eternity was able to turn around the table, and you can see the difference in pillars, guys. When you get the last hit on the pillar, you get a lot of points, and this makes a lot of difference. And this what make the difference on the few last seconds. Now we have the God of War, the player that got the most kills here. This time it was not the Doran, but it was Bagwell Potter. So congratulations to him. And on the healing MVP, another Chris Momo, good job. And the assistant MVP, congratulations to Nico. This time it was a dancer, not a paladin. So good job, an amazing work by these three guys. And now we have the main MVP, who was the best class in the game, guys. Congratulations to Generic, congratulations to Salvador. He did an incredible job. If I remember correctly, was playing as DPS, which is not common actually. People usually play as support, but the Generic is super good overall, especially when you are fighting on the small skirmish, which people does not have the revestment, so they can get broken all the time. And if Generic can break the gears, they will be able to do a lot. So that's how Salvador was able to actually get a few kills. But most important, this is how he was able. He was always on the right time, on the right place, and collected the point, because this game is not only about killing, not only about hitting, but most important is about being on the right position, getting the point. And you saw, especially on the first match, you saw Bobacats was also. Anyway, guys, again, congratulations to Eternity. It was a huge win, especially because they were the underdog, even though it was a fair tournament, but due to the results, they were the underdog, and it was incredible, guys. Thank you everyone for being here. I hope to see everyone here on the next tournament. The guys from the Ragnarok Orange also host new amazing tournaments, because this was by far the best tournament they ever hosted. Maybe next time they will be able to increase the amount of teams that will be on the fair tournament, which is would be a blast. Maybe a top 8, I don't know. But either way, guys, thank you everyone. Thank you Bobacats, thank you Caps, especially thank you Eternity. Congratulations to everyone for being here and getting such amazing rewards. Guys, it was a pleasure. Have a great night. Next time. Bye bye.